Hi guys, planning a trip to Thailand? Then this video is for you. Most travelers who visit Thailand usually go to the same overcrowded spots and miss out to so much fun that Thailand has to offer. So in this video, I'm going to talk about how to plan your itinerary, some must visit places, luxurious yet budget friendly stays. Also will be covering some information on currency, visa and local transport. I'll also talk about some best boat services, and in the end we'll talk about some best local vegetarian food options. So let's get started. First, on how to plan your itinerary. So guys, no matter how much time you spend in Thailand, it always feels less because there is so much to explore. However, I'll suggest 10 to 15 days should be good enough to explore some really nice places. About visa, so good news is Thailand is visa free for most of the country, or there is visa on arrival. So check first, and if you need any more information on this, comment below. Itinerary. You can start your journey with Phuket because Phuket has a lot to offer and also has an international airport. As soon as you arrive, you will be starting with immigration. This will take some 30 to 45 minutes. Once you are done with this process, you can go for currency exchange at airport itself. Don't get much, but amount sufficient enough to reach to hotel. After this, you can get SIM also at airport if you need it urgently. We have mentioned in the picture the SIM we got, which had very good network throughout our trip. However, again, if you can get in city, there will be difference in rates. Done with the SIM and currency, now you can book a cab to reach to your hotel. For this, you can use either Grab and Bolt app. Also, you can check for taxi or bus, which if it is available to reach to your hotel. Otherwise, Grab and Bolt are convenient and much cheap options. Our stay at the stunning Panmaburi Beach Resort, and you can see how gorgeous the property is in this clip. Easily one of the top stays of our trip. Nestled in South Phuket, it offers exclusive beach access just steps away. The resort also features a spacious pool with kayaking option right on site. If you are looking for a relaxing and elegant getaway, this place is a must consider. Since it was day one of our trip, we decided to take it easy and explore some nearby spots. We rented a bike right near our hotel. After a bit of riding around, we headed straight for dinner, and let me tell you, the food was incredible. I'll be dropping the name of the place in the description box below, so don't miss out this place if you are ever in this area. Next day, we started our day with a brunch at Phuket town, and we went to this restaurant called the Amritsar Kulche or something. I'll mention the link in the description box. And we had chole kulche and aloo paratha, and oh my god, guys, I have to tell you, this has to be my favorite place for the food in Thailand. The food was so delicious. The taste is still there in my mouth. After brunch, we went to our resort to have some relaxed time by the pool. We did some kayak and clicked a lot of pictures. As it was time for sunset, we thought it would be a good idea to see the sunset from some viewpoints, so we went to this place called Promthep Cave. The best part was there was a little track to see the views, and that was quite a good experience. The view was beautiful and it was so peaceful. We really enjoyed this place, so must visit Promthep Cave in Phuket. After sunset, we both were a little tired, so we just reached our hotel and decided to have dinner. Next morning, it was our checkout from Panwaburi, Phuket. Of course, we were feeling bad because it was such a great stay at Panwaburi. But we were excited because we were going for Karabi, and we took this early morning ferry from Phuket to reach Karabi, which was some 2 3 hours journey, and it was a very fun journey. As soon as we reached Karabi, the first thing we did was to keep our luggage in our hotel lobby, and when we went for brunch. The thing is, every hotel or resort in Thailand has a check-in at 3 p.m. So please plan your day accordingly. After having brunch, we checked in at our hotel and relaxed for a while, and then we thought it would be a good idea to explore some nearby beach and relax by the beach. So we went to Railay Beach. For that, we took a boat from Eonang Street Beach only. It was very close to our hotel, and you can easily find a local boat which you can take to visit nearby beach. After having some relaxed time, we came back, and sunset at Raleigh Beach was good. And also, when as we came back, there was a fire show, very beautiful fire show which just started. And I must say there are a lot of fire shows in Thailand, but for what I felt was this was one of the best. This was right in Eonang Street, so must see this fire show. To go for Seven Island boat tour, because through this tour you can cover some really nice island around Krabi, like Poda Island, Chicken Island, Sai Island, Franang Beach, and also if you are lucky you will get to see blue luminescence plankton. Also, this tour has some fun snorkeling activities along with barbecue. So do not miss this tour if you are in Karabi. Also, we booked this tour through Klook website a day prior, so you can book through Klook website or any local booking. Also, this tour offers pick and drop facility from your hotel if you are in Karapi town or Yonang beach, and it includes an English speaking guide throughout the tour, and it was really fun. So after we were done with this long day boat tour, we decided to rent a bike to explore the night market or streets of Karabi. What I found was that shopping in Karabi was really fun. Like there was so much that I could shop for, but time always feels less. Also, we had a dinner at a restaurant. I don't remember the name right now, but I'll mention in the description. And it was like again one of the best food I have had in Karabi. Like is for straight 3 days we were in Karabi. We went for the same restaurant. It was little far also from hotel, but still we used to go to the same hotel because the food was absolutely delicious. So must check out this place for dinner or lunch options. While in Karabi, we decided to explore the Emerald Pool and Blue Pool, two popular spots tucked inside the lush jungle. To get there, you will need to rent a bike and prepare for a 2-3 hour ride from Karabi town. The journey is scenic but quite long. Once you arrive, then there is an entry ticket, and then comes a decent walk through the forest trail to reach the Emerald Pool. Personally, I found it a bit underwhelming. The pool was smaller than expected and quite crowded, which took away from the natural charm. To reach the blue pool, you will need to walk a bit further. It's stunning to look at, but swimming isn't allowed, so it's more of a photo spot than a place to chill. If you are short on time, I will suggest you can skip this and instead explore nearby beaches or just relax at Raleigh Beach. A much better vibe, in my opinion. Guys, this is it for this video. In my next video, I'm going to cover major attractions like Phi Island, Patong Beach, and Bangkok. Also, I'm going to talk about some do's and don'ts on Bangkok shopping, so do not miss that video. Stay tuned.